one key to victory for the 49ers in this game, what do you see it as? And it could be on either side of the ball. It can be any factor at all. I've got one idea. I can go first if you want me to go first, and you can.
No, I'll go.
Okay.
I know you want to talk offense. You want to talk about Brock. You want to make it about Kyle. But to me, I know they lost the game on offense immediately last year. But I think they also gave up 148 yards on the ground and 4 rushing touchdowns. And I don't think you can beat the Eagles. They gave up 31 points to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. I want to see what Steve Wilkes and the defense can do. I want to see how they contain Jalen Hurts as a scrambler, as a runner. Like, are they going to keep him out of the end zone? Are they going to stop this Eagles run game? Because their pass game isn't that sophisticated. It's some RPOs, some deep shots, and some off-schedule throws. Like, they don't do a whole lot in their passing game. It's complimentary. They're going to stop that run game. They shut down a few running backs the last few weeks, but they got destroyed by Joe Mixon.
5-4 carry. Yeah.
So what's going to happen this week against DeAndre Swift and Jalen Hurts? Hurts in particular. That's a big one right there. The Niners run D.
I don't want to copy, but I'll say this. Offensive football.
You were thinking that too, though. There's
two things I was thinking. First, I was thinking about, I get the visual, Kinlaw getting kicked out of the club, and the Niner D-line's got to be better, right? They can't just get owned. They won't win if they get owned. Okay, that's one. But then I think more about what I've seen from Philly, because I have watched the All-22 on Philly the last 3 games. And Hurts is everything to them. Everything.
Yeah.
He makes all the plays. He's the reason their run game goes. He gets all the first downs. He is so important to them. So I would say Greenlaw and Warner closing the space on that second level against the run.
Making him feel them.
Or maybe even delayed blitzes to not let him sit back there for when he wants to hold the ball for 5 seconds. And
that's the thing, like defending the run a lot of times is on pass plays. Yeah. Defending the run a lot of times is just stop. Don't let him scramble.
Right. No, I mean, for him, it might be even more important than their actual run game.
You never rush past
running.
him.
Yeah.
You never, ever rush past him. Your rush depth is very important.
And the coordinated, you can't, you like maybe fewer games up front because games have a tendency to send guys wide and create openings and running lanes.
Correct.
I know the Niners are really good at coordinating games and they play some incredible games. The last couple weeks, keep them hemmed in. But to me, it's Greenlaw and Warner's ability to when he commits to the run, if they can snuff him out like a candle and get to his spot faster than him and stay on their feet, not slip down, all these things that are so good that he does. Because every one of his runs, every time I watch the film in the last month, every time he has a run for a first down, all the defenders, Grant, are like, they're like, because he just broke them down and they're going to be out. It's a first down. And there's a feeling of futility when he burns you for a first. So I think it's about Warner and Greenlaw shutting down Hurts on the run game.
I'm with it. Let's talk offense though. Because frankly, the Niners offense lost the NFC Championship game on the first series because they tried to play action pass that was the wrong thing to call. And I feel like, can you not lose the game with your passing offense? No turnovers, no serious injuries. Take that pass rush seriously. There's a lot of holes in that defense. Just don't lose the game. You have a great defense. It matches up well with the Eagles. You have a really good running back. Don't lose the game with your passing game. Don't get arrogant. You don't have to win that way. If it's raining, have some respect for Hassan Reddick. You can't block him. Don't lose the game there like you did last time. You can work around that.
Brock's clock has got to be on right. He can't. He's got to know when to get rid of the ball. And if it does, and if it's not there, then throw it away and punt. The one thing I don't want to see him do is I want to see him be more patient than he sometimes is. I mean, we think of him as a guy who doesn't challenge down the field. Now we have more games to watch. He does challenge down the field. If anything, he gets a little impatient. Sometimes you got to check it down. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more patient. I think Brock's really got to show patience in this game. And then, the one guy who's just been an outstanding 49er is Mitch Wishnowsky, and lean on him. If this guy's got an ability, Grant, to pin you inside your 20 with regularity. If it's not there, don't throw the pick. Don't, take the big time sack. Throw it away, punt, and play defense, and see if your punter can stick them inside their own 10-yard line. I mean, it's, to me, Wishnowski's been a major threat.
He's a weapon, an offensive weapon. They got to get him snaps on offense. He's too good.
He's too good. I'll say this: he's been worth that 4th-round pick. He looks good.
I hated that pick, and I got to say I was wrong. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, seriously, I hated it too. Hated the Moody pick too.
I didn't realize he had all these knuckle punts. He has the knuckle punt. If you remember, what was it? Mighty Ducks 3, Kenan Thompson, knuckle puck. You don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Sorry, it was a forgettable movie. Mighty Ducks 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up to Wishnowsky tomorrow, though, and I want him to show me how he does it, because he punts the ball a different way, and the thing just sits. I mean, it's like a golfer sticking it on the green. It's amazing. I don't know what his technique is, and I don't do a lot of interviews with him, but I've interviewed him a couple times, and he's a great talker.